Hi, I'm Chanel Ward. I work at the Walter D. Palmer Leadership Learning Partners Charter School. I teach 3rd grade. Welcome to the 3B Scholars Classroom. I'd like to introduce you to the class of 2023. These are the 3B Scholars. As you can see, each and every one of my students strives to be in college one day. Some students would like to go to Drexel University, while others would like to go to Temple and various other state colleges. They'd like to go to college to be doctors, lawyers, some even want to be census reporters. As you can see, tracking is very important in this classroom. Not only do we track the progress that we've made on benchmarks, but we also track our fluency growth. Our fluency growth goal is for the students to improve their fluency by 45 words per minute. In the beginning of the year, the students were reading 50 words per minute. We've increased our words per minute by 40 words. We're now reading 90 words per minute, if not faster. The students receive 3 books from me a week on their reading levels. The students receive fiction and nonfiction books, which they keep in what we call their mini book bags. These mini book bags go home with them and they come back to school with them on a daily basis. That way I can ensure that they're reading not only at school, but at home as well. I'm currently standing in our classroom library where I meet with 3 small groups a day on average. I meet with guided reading groups along with small math groups. That way I can give each and every one of my students the small group instruction that they need to get to their big goals. The small group reading instruction that I provide for my students on a daily basis has greatly impacted their reading growth. As you can see, our reading growth goal is for each of the students to achieve 2 years growth. Every single one of my students is on track towards making that 2 years growth goal. Every student has a name on a pin, which they are able to climb the ladder with as I assess them on an ongoing basis. We're currently standing in the 80s Club. The students who achieve an 80% or higher on any given assessment that I administer to them is hung here in the 80s Club. This work is changed on an ongoing basis. That way I am constantly celebrating the hard work that they put into their classwork and their assessments. Noticing the posters that hang around the room, these posters are a roadmap for the lessons that I've designed for my students throughout the entire year. Each of the posters aided me during my lesson delivery. They now hang as reference tools for my students. It's not unusual to see my students looking up at these posters while they are working independently. In addition to ensuring that my students are on track academically, I also spend a great deal of my time working towards cultivating the characters of my students. As you can see here, this is a vine of kindness. The students acknowledge each other on an ongoing basis for their kind acts. As you can see here, Siani Cruz wrote, "It was very kind when Diage picked up my pencil for me." The students care a lot about each other and are constantly acting kindly towards one another. In addition to the vine of kindness, the students are also deeply invested in our classroom hero values: honesty, effort, respect, and organization. These values define our classroom culture and community. In summary, the systems that were implemented and highlighted on the tour today were developed to remind my students of the big goal: to be successful in 3rd grade and to be successful in their futures.
We